service box.
Ooh,
Big shot! Torrez floors him!
Maintaining it, he's confident. You can see the change in him. Boxing on the outside now, and I'm talking about Torrez Jr. as opposed to just coming straight forward.
He just clipped Zavala.
Zavala, it's just a matter of time.
Look at that.
To go to sleep.
Sends him back with a three-punch combination.
Oh,
Left
my
hand,
goodness.
straight left hand splits the guard. And they are stopping the fight right then and there.
This is
Torrez
all
came out
action.
strong with those straight lefts and those rights, and he didn't allow Zavala time to recover. He jumped right on him, but still controlled. That's the growth we were talking about, and he just landed the right kind of shots to get the referee's attention.
Here comes the Olympian, Torrez. Young man from Tulare, California. Big left hand and a huge right, and it is a face plant. Destructive power from Richard Torrez Jr. And then this is the
Straight
finish.
left hand, and here's the finish right here. Torrez understands what's in front of him, knows he has his man hurt, but look at those 3 shots right there. And that right there, you never want to see a fighter land directly on his face. I'll call that a level 4 knockout win right there. Level 4. That is the worst way to be knocked out, when you fall directly on your face.
Tim, I think there's a reason why
he's here tonight at the fight, so he's fighting for a lot more than just himself. But you see the quickness and power of Kiki Torrez going to work here on Don Haynesworth as he has him up against the ropes. And Raul Caiz Jr. is keeping a close eye on what Haynesworth is doing.
It's exactly what the referee needs to see what Haynesworth is doing, but he's taking a big shot right there. It's over.
And the fight is over as Torrez repeats with that straight left hand. The power, precision, work rate. Going to go down. Sometimes you got to make the referee do his job.
Look, he jumped him, and he jumped him early on. And we told you guys for the lead up of this fight that he fights with a certain amount of tenacity and volume and relentlessness. That's what makes Torrez who he is. You know, that's what makes him different in his division, because heavyweights, they like to cruise. They like to take their time. He doesn't like to take his time. He likes to get in there, but he did it in a way where it was safe for him. You know, he didn't take too much punishment, but once he got Haynesworth hurt, he stepped on the gas tank, and you see right there Haynesworth trying to use that veteran tactic right there. Referee steps in, but then he finds this shot right here. Splitting the guard, has the high guard.
Oh, look, Feliz now in the southpaw stance. Straight jab. Ooh, nice 2-3 combination, and down goes Woodson.
5, 6, 7, 8. Come to me.
Referee Lawrence Cole had seen enough. Anthony Woodson has a ton of heart. He's got 6 kids, and luckily he's going to be able to go back home to them after this defeat against Ali Feliz.
I didn't expect anything else other than this right here. You see Woodson right here squared up, and when you're squared up like that, you become a bigger target. See him squared up here. He's ducking down. Nice time jab right there from Feliz. Just doing the right thing. He's just seeing the shots. Just reading the body of Woodson. That left hand right there was lethal. He landed on the chin.
Tanks.
They are.
The Coulters. And he takes a shot, but that one lands right around the ear, and he's got Coulter in trouble. As Ali Feliz is just bombs away here in round 2, and referee Ricky Gonzalez steps in as Coulter gets stopped for the first time as a pro, and it's because he wasn't throwing punches, Tim. He covered up.
Yeah, it was probably about 10 seconds right. Ooh, the slip counter. Oh, he turned that one over that time. And you see it got Coulter's attention as he steps back along the ropes there. You see the salt and pepper right there. Just stand on top of him. You see the control with the lead hand as well. I like that. I like that from Feliz. But you see the knuckles turn down that time? He must have hurt him in that last round before this one. But good shots on the inside again. He had his man hurt. He just going in for the finish. Just letting his, just swelling his punches. I mean, a little bit of technique issues right there, I see, but he did his job, and he got him up out of there. made the referee step in and stop the action. So.
Show me something. Show me something.
Still stand
That's
tight.
it. That's it. That's it.
Again, that's what I like. He stayed close enough so he couldn't react with anything, which is great. He let his hands go again. If anything was to be thrown.
Putting it on Pena right now because he stopped him in his tracks. Pena put his backs on the ropes, and he was taking the punches, and Pena's not throwing back right now. This doesn't look good already 90 seconds into this fight. Anderson's having a field day.
Back-to-back left hooks and overhand right. Pena not even throwing punches, just taking it from Anderson.
You gotta do something, kid. You gotta do something.
You hear the voice of Ortega, the referee, saying, Pena, you've got to do something. He has not done anything. Why Ortega has let it go this far, I have no idea.
This fight could have been stopped a minute ago. Pena is wobbling around.
Absolutely no reason for this fight to continue. It ends about a minute and a half late, but it ends with what was inevitable, with who your promoter and manager decide to put you in there with. And your job is to win. And if that's in the first round because your talent so far exceeds the guy that you're fighting, then so be it. And that's what we saw with Jared Anderson against Luis Pena.
Yeah, you mentioned manager. Jared Anderson's career
Of Rodney Hernandez. Just ate a right hand. Now he goes with the left hand and splits the guard. Hernandez only knows one way, and that is to come forward. He does so with a left of his own before retreating and eating a big left hand from the real big baby, who scores the knockdown there. And this fight is over. Punishment taken in round number 4. 6 for 6 to start the career of Jared Anderson.
There it is again. Nice jab. Set him up. Nice little uppercut right there. A left uppercut by Anderson, land right on the chin of Hernandez. Put him on the canvas. Good shot. Nice blinding shot right there. You know, Dre said something. He said everything off the jab.
Russell Mora is telling Kingsley Ibeh, you got to show me something. He's thinking about stopping the fight with the damage Ibeh is taking. Big guy, former football player, 6'4", 276, and he's absorbing a lot of punishment, and a big left hand will end the night. Jared Anderson, 8 for 8, explosive finish.
He's still out, Joe. He's still out.
Hurt bad. You know, Anderson being very smart right there, feigning before he actually attacked. Nice block right there, and came back with offense and caught him with a nice, beautiful short left hook in the inside, right on the chin. Ibeh was pretty much ready to go, you know, and we said early on that he had to get a little more consistent with his offense, and if he gets a little bit more consistent with his offense, he could get the stoppage.
Yeah, he closed the show just like we said, and you can see in the eyes of Ibeh that he was ready to go, but, you know, he's been around the game long enough to know how to survive, and Anderson didn't give him that opportunity. A great step back, beautiful right hand to the top of the head, and a left hook that literally turned the lights out of Ibeh. That was the Sports Center type 10 shot. Top 10 shot that we were talking about.
Oh, you are going to see that everywhere. That right hand to the temple.
We discussed it a little bit in the fighter meeting, and I said, well, champ, what did you see? And he said, well, he does have some heart. I said, I don't think so.
Right hand, left hand, Teslenko crumbles to the ground.
6, 7, 8, 9. That's it.
Yep.
It is over. I mean, that was pure power from Jared Anderson. 11-0, 11 knockouts.
It's a beautiful finish from Anderson, just taking his time, jabbing, blinding Teslenko, so he landed that big shot. That shot, he threw that shot in the first round, but wasn't able to land it. Here we see again, just a flick, eyes closed from Teslenko. He thought another jab was coming, but it was a right hand to the temple, and then you see the big man go down, and you see Anderson. Teslenko, he got up, but he was done. And that was a great stoppage from the referee. But again, it was set up. It was intentional, and he was mindful about what he was doing. And this is the kind of results you get.
Big baby. See right there on the mouthpiece.
His mindset, how he comes in as a vaunted team heavyweight sensation. Let's see how he reacts as a southpaw. Fought only on the junior circuit as an pressure, and there you see a two-punch, have a seat shot for Marcel Bode. Yeah. All right.
You got to realize with his brother, he's fighting guys with a losing record. So that was a lot of it. And then he took a big step up in Moderna. And
Look at that shot right there. That shot right there to the solar plex. That's all it takes. One shot to the solar plex. Where is it?
It didn't come.
Nothing came.
it hit
Oh
off the
my
glove.
goodness! It went off the glove.
Both.
Look at this. Wait, hold up. Go. These some good replays. Go back. See how your eyes can fool you. Nothing landed.
And the second shot.
Nothing landed.
It landed on the glove, and the glove hit him, and then he went down.
He must have felt the power and said, I want out. I don't want no part of this.
Hasn't been past, I believe, 6 rounds. So you want to take him deep late in the fight. You want to try to avoid the big shots like this, which he isn't.
And that's happened.
There it is.
Down goes Wach here in round 2.
Right hook, and you can see the swivel jab. Nice close left hand right down the middle. Nice level change. I love the variation with the combination right there. Sneaking him downstairs, then coming right over the top with a nice little swivel jab. Nice angle right there he was able to take. He's just flowing.
Wach is back up against the ropes. He's trying to use the Philly shell, but just cannot get away from that right hook and that left hand of Moses Itauma. There's that right hook once again, follows it up with a quick flurry, and in steps referee Michael Alexander. Maybe a little early, but it was the foregone conclusion as Ben Davison goes and congratulates.
Taking advantage of any opportunities that Wach gave him, any openings right here. And you knew that this was all she wrote. And I knew the referee was sooner or later was going to step in. It was probably about 10 shots right there unanswered by Wach. I thought it was a good stoppage.
Yeah, I mean, it was a foregone conclusion that it was going to end this way, and so the referee just avoided any further punishment for the 44-year-old out of Poland. And this is not where you want to be against a young, energetic, accurate, and poised finisher like Moses Itauma.
Look at the defense and the offense.